Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. It's Mark. Game 5. Um, Devils got taken to the woodshed, caved in by the Flames last night. I had a great seat for the game. Second row, next to the visiting team penalty box. And man, I got a lot to say. Um, but this isn't going to be a Steve Dangle podcast where I scream and yell about the team. My expectations for the team are not insane. I want to start by saying I told you so. Jasper Bratt gets benched along with Sharon Goldfish. I call him Sharon Goldfish. Um, that's what my nephew calls him anyway. Um, for the second period, well, most of the first and the second period, and after a horrific play by Bratt, where he just loses the puck right inside the offensive blue line, and they go in on a breakaway the other way and score. Um, they just didn't have it. It's the offense. The it's the defense part of the offensive game. Their transition, their inability to make a pass. From what I saw most of the night, defense gets the puck, um, reset, cycle, come out of the zone, make a pass to a streaking forward, and then it's that second pass or the entry into the zone, which is horrendous. Just they had nothing. They couldn't win a board battle. They look soft, and Bratt deserved to be benched. I again when I got home, I went right on the Twitters, and of course all the youngins out there who, a lot of them never owned ice skates, are throwing numbers in my face. Oh, but his numbers when he played were good. He really, I mean, the third period, that line of Bratt and Johansson and tartar sauce was really flying out there. What was it, tartar? Um, who was the third member? Oh, Mercer. I mean, they're really flying. Yeah, because they got benched. They got screamed at. They got their heads taken off by their coaching staff, and the coaching staff put that line together. But they're still going to get the coaching staff is still criticized by the online community. At the game, the only guy who got booed the whole game was Subban, but I think there's a little bit of a racial component there, by the idiots in the stands. As a Devil fan, I'll have to say we have so many white trash, just trash fans who, again, never have played the sport. They got ran over in the first period by a team that has, in 3 games, beaten the Washington Capitals, the Rangers, and now the Devils. And, this is just, they have their shit together, the Flames. Um, the pushback was okay. Nothing to write home about. Still an embarrassment of a game. The goaltenders were hung out to dry. Most of their goals were either a breakaway or a guy stepping in out of the slot on an angle with a clear view, one on one with the goaltender. Goaltender sliding across, slides it in. I got a picture of Mercer up here. Up here, only bright spot of the game. I love this kid. I love his vision. I love the way he plays. I love how he anticipates the play. His goal was nice, but it's more than that. It's all the little things he does at his age. He needs to get bigger. That's all he needs to do. Nothing that he's done wrong there. They're giving everybody's getting all excited about Zaka's 2 goals. I mean, the first goal was a mistake. Goaltender was out of position. Puck comes around, he pops it in. The second one was all Mercer, and Zaka gets credit for the goal. But Mercer was the only bright spot. They were terrible, and it's not the defense. The effort was there, but their inability to communicate with each other and make passes and just focus in the beginning of a game that's an issue with, that's in their heads. That's not the coaching staff, which I love. The Devils fans love. Devils fans love to blame the coaching staff, and they love to blame the veterans, and they love to blame the GMs because they play video games and they go, "Ooh, young team. This must mean we're going to be fast and good, like the Colorado Avalanche." Well, if those young guys aren't showing up for the game until the second period, you got to call them out when they're being one dimensional and they don't want to play on the boards. They don't want to throw their body around. They're being one dimensional, and that's what's happening. Now they're three. They went 3-2 on their opening homestand, which is last year would have been unheard of. So you got to take that and run with it. Hopefully our goaltenders are getting healthy soon. Miles Wood coming back would be great, but they need some chemistry. And this is not something that you would blame the coaching staff for. That locker room has to come together and gain some chemistry. That's what needs to happen before they start getting steamrolled. I mean, they got a couple days off here to figure it out before they go into Pittsburgh, a team that somehow is beating the doors off of people without any of their top players, and a team that with the top players, the Devils are always shown up and played well against. So let's see how they do on the road. Let's hopefully they don't run into a 4-game losing streak or anything like that. But they need to offensively they have the talent. As you saw in the third period, when they put the pedal to the metal, they can keep the puck away from the other team, cycle, possession, transition game, and put pucks on net and score. They don't have to sit around and wait for Jack Hughes to come back, but they need to do it now. They did okay on the faceoffs. I liked McLeod moving up. I thought he was our second best. I mean, the centers have been fine. He sure needs to show me a little bit more, but I never have anything really bad to say about him because his effort is always there, and I don't expect him to score 40 goals. That's just not what I expect Nico to do. I expect Nico to be the Jonathan Toews of the team. When the points aren't there, everything else is there. But this is on these young wingers that have been given the spotlight on this team, and they need to step up before their job is taken from them. And that's what I saw. I'm not a numbers guy. I'll never be a numbers guy. I don't care about your stupid percentages. And everybody was freaking out again. Oh my God. Um, the only guys that were pushing the play on the defense were Ty Smith and Dougie Hamilton. And then the entire arena is booing Subban. He had one bad play. Guy played fine. Severson played fine. They played fine. They played fine. You got two PKs and two goals on the PK. A and that's just effort up front. Point shots. They're not plays across the middle and guys in front like last year where the defense wasn't covering in front of the net. These are shots from the outside because the defense and the shooters have open angles because these forwards don't want to do their job. This is on the forward core to play a better all-around game and put their head down and focus. So again, you put that game behind us. You take the 3-2 start to the season. You take these games more than practice. You guys get your heads on straight, and you go on this road trip, and you come out flying in the beginning of these games. We have the talent to put some goals on the board. Dawson Mercer, I mean, he's not going to be. I think he'll be a star in this league. I don't know about what kind of scoring he's going to do. I don't think he's going to be Connor McDavid or anything, but his brain operates at a different level. He's a full ice game. He's a full ice player. It's great. I thought I was amazed. I love him. I loved watching him play up close last night. Um, he doesn't seem intimidated at all. Again, the only thing that I see that he needs some work on is the size. That's it. Everything else is there. The tenacity, the brains, the ability, the back checking, steals, everything's there. Takeaways. He's doing great. They just need to again. I don't want to say they need the record. They need to tread water with their record, but the play needs to be a lot better. You lose games 3-2 or 4-3 or 5-4. I'm okay with it, but you can't just get your doors run out by the Flames. And I don't know where the Flames came from, but they look great for 2 periods. They look great. I mean, we kind of beat the crap out of them in the third period, and if it wasn't for that PK goal, um, you know, you're looking at a 4-3 game. So, it sucked that I had those great seats, and they kind of didn't show up to the game, but there's some bright spots on that team. But again, I don't these guys got to earn these other guys have to earn their spots. Zaka, Brat, uh, Sharon Govich, what's his name? The Finnish kid with the K. He looked they disappear. The fourth line, they played fine. They did what they're supposed to do. VC still looks good. He does what he's supposed to do. McLeod's doing what he's supposed to do. Tarter looked good. But these young guys who are playing, supposed to be playing top 6 minutes and first power play, need to be doing that. Much like the way, on a more minor level, but what's happening in Toronto right now. Their stars are not producing. Their stars aren't playing. Their heads aren't in the game, and it shows. And the Devils need to pump the brakes a little bit and push back and get their shit in order. But the league's a weird place. They came back and won against Buffalo. I had kind of said a lot of the same thing, that they kind of eked out a win and move on. But then Buffalo goes out and blows the doors off Tampa Bay. So right now, the way the league is, they don't have time but I guess you could say they have time not to lose a couple games, but get their shit together, and they're going to be running into some teams that are probably playing under what they should be playing. And they might be able to steal a couple and be floating around here come November, end of November, when I think Husey will be back. So, all right, guys, that's where I see that game. We got a game on Saturday in Pittsburgh. So my prediction for that is a loss. I'm sorry. I think they're going to lose that game on the road. First road game of the year. Young team. Pittsburgh's on a roll. But who knows? If they come out blowing the doors off a team, they can go into that first period up 2-0. And if they play a 60-minute game, they have the talent. So who knows? Maybe like a 4-3 loss, something like that, on the road to Pittsburgh. But they better not get their doors blown off, and then they come back on Sunday and play a Columbus team that they should beat. But Columbus always has our has our number. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. I'll talk to you guys on Sunday with a post game and a pre-game video. A little Thanksgiving, I mean, a little Halloween uh, breakdown video. Um, But again, I appreciate the support. I see a couple views trickling in, not everywhere, but I, 5 videos in, I don't expect much. My other channels and stuff that I do on the other side, takes me years to get an audience. So I understand what we're doing. This is more for me to vent. So, all right, guys, 3-2. That's the record. Let's hang around. Let's have a decent year. All right, guys, this has been Mark. I'll talk to you guys out there. Have a good day.